Hello students, today I am going to discuss about another important concept related to the equilibrium in perfect competitive market, that is determination of equilibrium price and quantity. Equilibrium price and quantity when shifts in or changing demand and supply curves. Okay. Observe that in the previous class we discussed about the perfect competitive market, equilibrium in perfect competitive market. So, in perfect competitive market, the firm or market is in equilibrium when the demand curve, the market demand curve and market supply curve, demand curve and supply curve intersect each other. That point we achieve equilibrium. That is, the market achieve equilibrium. Then a question arises: if the market is in equilibrium where the intersection point of demand and supply curves. Sometimes what happens? One curve, that is demand curve, remains constant and supply curve may changes, or supply curve remains constant and demand curve may changes. What happens during these situations? What happens to the equilibrium price and quantity? So that will be discussed in this class. Okay. So first we discuss about the change in demand curve. Okay. Or shift in demand curve. Shift in demand curve. Okay. So when we study about the demand law or demand function, observe that the demand of the commodity depends on the price. Demand of the commodity depends on its price. But in demand function we studied that the demand of a commodity not only depends on its price but also different factors like income of the consumer, then prices of related commodity, taste and preference. Okay, during these situations, the demand of a commodity also changes. There will be only two examples or two factors. Okay, so it can be studied, it can be explained through the diagram. Just observe the diagram. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. X-axis we plot quantity and y-axis we plot price. Okay. So the market is in equilibrium. Demand curve and upward sloping supply curve intersect each other. Yes. So this is intersection point E. So this is equilibrium output and equilibrium price. P is equilibrium price and Q is equilibrium output. Okay. So the demand curve shifts due to change in income. See, if the income of the consumer increases, what happened? If the income of the consumer increases at existing price level, the purchasing power of the people also increases. So, they intended to or the willingness to purchase more and more units of the commodity at existing price level. So what happened? The demand curve shifts to right side of the original demand curve, right side. Original demand curve D1. Okay. So what happened? We get a new equilibrium point, that is E1. So the quantity increases to Q1 and the price is also increased to P1. Okay. See what happened? If the income of the consumer increases, the demand curve shift from DD to D1, D1. Demand curve shift from DD to D1, D1. And the quantity increases from OQ to OQ1. Quantity increases from OQ to OQ1. And the price increases from OP to OP1. Okay. So if the income of the consumer increases, what happened? The demand curve shift to right side. See, right side, the direction. I mentioned the direction here. And the quantity also increases from OQ to OQ1. And the price is also increases from OP to OP1. Okay, so this is called right side shift. Okay, then, so if the income of the consumer increases, we can see the demand curve shift to right side. But if the income of the consumer decreases, what happens? So if I write another diagram here, see. X-axis, Y-axis, this is original demand curve, this is original supply curve, axis. Okay, this is equilibrium point, equilibrium price, equilibrium quantity. Okay, so if the demand curve shift to right side, this was discussed in the previous concept. So if the income of the consumer, what happens? It decreases. Income of the consumer decreases. What happened? See, if the income of the consumer decreases, what happened? Our purchasing power also decreases. So we purchase less units at existing price level. At existing price, we purchase less units of a commodity at existing price. So what happened? The demand curve shifts to left side. This is D1, new demand curve. Okay, so we get a new equilibrium point E1. New equilibrium point E1. So the new equilibrium quantity, that is OQ1. OQ1. Okay. See what happened? When the demand curve shifts from D2, we mentioned here D2. Okay. D2. So this is price 2. This is quantity. Okay. So, if the demand curve shift from DT, original demand curve, to D2, second demand curve. Okay. So then what happened? Shifts. What happened? The equilibrium quantity may decreases. Equilibrium quantity decrease from OQ to OQ2. Decreases from OQ to OQ2. And equilibrium price, the equilibrium price also decreases from OP to OP2. It also decreases from OP to OP2. Okay. Just observe here. This is the effect of changing income of the consumer on equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. So, I will explain briefly once again. See, if the income of the consumer increases, the demand will shift to right side. Just observe the arrow mark direction, right side. Then the equilibrium quantity increases from OQ to OQ1, and equilibrium price also increases from OP to OP1. Okay. Then, if the income of the consumer decreases, if the income of the consumer decreases, what happened? The demand curve shift to left side. Mention the observe the arrow mark. Shift to left side. Then what happened? The equilibrium quantity decreases from OQ to OQ2, and equilibrium price decreases from OP to OP2. Okay, this is the effects of change in income. In the same way, the change in price of related commodity, also affect on this. Okay, so we studied in case of related commodity demand, and relationship with demand. See, the related commodity may be two terms. One is, it may be substitute good, and it may be complementary good. Related commodity may be substitute good and complementary good. Okay, just select one example. I will select from substitute good. Okay, see, there are two. Substitute good means those goods which can be used instead of one each other, or alternatively we can use either this product or that product. They give same satisfaction to him, or they possess same utility to the consumer. That's why they call substitute good. I will give an example for this. See, tea and coffee. See, when we feel tension or to get relaxation, we use tea or coffee. Okay, both possess utility to us. Okay, we can use tea or coffee. We can use, instead of tea, we can use coffee. That means we can use tea and coffee alternatively. Okay, and observe that the change in price of one good is also affect on the demand of another product. For example, if the price of tea is ₹5 and if the price of coffee is ₹5, okay, assume that. I will give an example. ₹5. Okay, just observe. Due to some reasons, the price of tea is raised to ₹10. It raised to ₹10. What happened? And the price of coffee is constant. What happened? The demand for tea decreases due to the rising price. At the same time, without changing price of coffee, the demand for coffee may rises. Okay, so this is called substitute good. This is the effect of substitution effect. We can call it as substitution effect. Okay, see, I will give an example for this. A rise in price of tea will impact on units of coffee here. Increase the units of coffee here. Observe that if the price of tea rises, what happened? The demand for coffee increases at existing price level. So the demand for coffee changes from DD to D1. So it leads to increase the quantity of coffee and also the price. That is one situation. In another situation, if the price of tea decreased to ₹3, what happened? The demand for tea increases. At the same time, the demand for coffee, without changing the price, the demand for coffee may decreases. This is happening in this diagram. See, if the price of tea decreases and the quantity, the demand for coffee may decreases. That means the demand curve of coffee shifts to left side. See, observe the arrow mark. It shifts to left side. So what happened? The quantity of coffee may decreases and the price of coffee also decreases. Okay, this is here an example of substitute. This is about the shift in demand. Okay, let me see another shift in supply curve. What is the impact of shift in supply curve? Shift in supply curve. What is the impact of shift in supply curve on equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity? Okay. See the supply curve. The supply curve shows the different quantities of a commodity offered for sale by a firm at different price level. By a firm at different price level and at existing technology and at given prices of inputs. That is factors of production. Observe that the effect of change in factors of production on the supply curve can be shown through the diagram. Okay, see, if the price of inputs rises, what happened? It may increase the prices of a commodity. Increase the price of commodity because the cost of production may increases. Because of increasing cost of production, the firm may raise the price of its commodity. When the firm raises the price of its commodity, what happens? The demand for that commodity in the market may decreases, and the supply also decreases. Okay, let's see. One is prices of inputs. Okay, if the price of input increases, if the price of inputs, factors of production, we can call it as factors of production increases. What happened? See, I will show you the diagram. This is original different curve, and this is original supply curve. This is intersection point, that is equilibrium point. Then this is OQ is equilibrium quantity, and OP is equilibrium price. Okay, so what happens if the price of inputs, that is factors of production, rises? So if the factors of production rises, the supply curve of a firm shifts to left side. See, S1. It shifts to left side. So what happened? The quantity, observe here, the quantity may decreases. We get the equilibrium point, which is E1. The quantity may decrease from OQ to OQ1, and equilibrium price may increases to P1. Observe here, quantity decreases, price increases. Okay, I wrote here once again. Just observe. If the price of input rises, what happened? The supply curve shifts from SS to S1. Supply curve shifts from SS to S1, and the equilibrium quantity decreases from OQ to OQ1. Decrease from OQ to OQ1, and the equilibrium price, just observe the arrow mark. Equilibrium price increases from OP to OP1. Equilibrium price increases from OP to OP1. Okay, this is the effect of increasing the prices of factors of production on supply curve. Okay, it not only affect on the supply curve, but also the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. Okay, then we can see another situation, that is decrease in price of decrease in prices of factors of production, that is inputs. Okay, decrease in price of inputs. What happens if the price of input decreases? See, if the price of input decreases, the firm can produce more units at low cost of production. It means the cost of production may decreases. When the cost of production decreases, it leads to decrease the price of the commodity. It leads to decrease the price of the commodity. Then what happens? When the price of commodity decreases, it may lead to increase the demand of the commodity in the market. And when the demand of the commodity increases, automatically the firm's supply also increases. Okay, let me show you the diagram. X-axis, Y-axis. This is quantity. This is price. Okay, this is original demand curve, and this is original supply. Okay, so when they intersect each other, we get equilibrium point, that is E. At equilibrium point, we get equilibrium quantity OQ, and equilibrium price OP. Same equilibrium price OP. Okay, so if the price of inputs decreases, it may decrease the price of a commodity. It may decrease the price of commodity. When the price of commodity decreases, it leads to increase the market demand and the firm's supply. So the firm's supply curve shifts to right side. It shifts to right side from SS to S2, ES2. Shift to right side. Right side. Okay. So when they move to right side, they get another equilibrium point, that is E1. That means the equilibrium point also shifts from E to E1. So the new equilibrium quantity is OQ2 and new equilibrium price is OP2. Okay. Observe here, the equilibrium quantity increases and the equilibrium price decreases. Okay, here, just observe. When the price of inputs decreases, what happens? The supply curve shifts from SS to S2, S2. Supply curve shifts from SS to S2, S2, and the equilibrium quantity increases from OQ to OQ2. It increases to OQ to OQ2. Then equilibrium price. The equilibrium price decreases from OP to OP2. Decreases. Equilibrium price may decrease from OP to OP2. Okay. So this is the effect of shifting demand or supply curve on equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. Just keep in mind, in perfect competitive market, the market equilibrium is achieved when the downward sloping demand curve and upward sloping supply curve intersect each other. Sometimes it may shift. That is, equilibrium quantity may increases or decreases, or equilibrium price may increase or decrease due to shifts in demand curve or supply curve. Okay. So this is about the shift in demand and supply curve, the effect of shift in demand and supply curve on the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. I hope you all understand the concept. If you have any doubts, dear students, just mention in the comment box, we will answer. Okay.